Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the New York Yankees. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi, singing a pair of top-level arms on the mound today.
I think what makes these guys so great is their tempo. They don't take very much time in between pitches. It doesn't give the hitters an opportunity to try to think with you and gain an advantage in this chess match.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, first pitch coming up. And on the mound in this one, Jesus Luzardo. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it. And I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
Here's a big power threat. Coco Wexler. That's outside. And this one is off and running. Smoke to right, but she's got it. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organizational philosophy. Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these players even during batting practice. When it doesn't matter, they're practicing that type of approach, Boog. And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call up a player, they step right in and continue with the pattern that they have established at this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success.
One out, base is empty. And a pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Right side, hard hit. Then she handles it herself for the out. You know, you translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life. And now, Bianca Olsen. Upstairs.
Counts 1-0.
2 outs, base is empty. And that one is lifted in the air. Larkin gets under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. Middle of the first. No score after a half inning. Back in the Bronx, and on the hill today, Framber Valdez. What do we have on him?
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball, he's going to go out there and give it his best.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Barry Larkin. That clips the zone. 0-1. Valdez, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a curve, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. And that one moves his feet. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And down on strikes. One gone, bottom half of the first. Now the third baseman, Rachel Knight. And ball 1. Liner, base hit. So a runner aboard now with one away.
Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and she met it out front for the line drive knock. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Valdez keeping her close.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All she's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Digging in, Kermit Ciccone. It's a pitch out, nothing doing, and that's ball one. Knight, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Next offering is in for a strike.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
The pitch. That's a laser base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with one gone.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
So one out with two aboard. Here's the left fielder, Michelle Wilson. What a season it's been for her. She has supplied a lot of power and that average.
Ball one, no strike.
The last thing she wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And the pitch. And fouled off. And a curve misses outside. Runners at first and second with one gone here in game one of this three-game set. And another ball. Hannah Joseph to bat next. She goes down looking.
Well, you've got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and two strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you've got a chance. Very frustrating for her, I'm sure. See if the next hitter can pick her up.
So first and second with two outs. And up next for New York, Hannah Joseph. Ripped on the ground to second. In time to Gehrig. Inning over. We head to the second from the big ballpark in the Bronx. No score. Top of the second, and here's the first baseman, Lou Gehrig.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Luzardo back to work. And there's the strike.
Goes without saying, one of the biggest legends of the game here in Gehrig, probably the greatest first baseman of all time.
And downstairs. In 1929, Gehrig slashed 300, 431, 584. Not too bad, right? Well, that was maybe the worst season of his career. Tells you about what kind of player he was. 1-2 now. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Ciccone makes the catch, and there's one gone. And to the plate for Kansas City, Mike Piazza. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Just missed. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Second inning here, no score. And a foul ball. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 3. And a foul ball, he stays alive. One down, base is empty. Goes down looking.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Willie McCovey in the box now. No balls and a strike. McCovey over 2,500 hits in his career. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Ground ball left side. The throw to first. And that'll do it. Royals bats are quiet there. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back now in the Bronx. We head to the bottom of the second. And here's the catcher, Pudge Rodriguez.
He's got a nice, short, compact swing. Doesn't swing and miss a whole lot.
As the lefty gets to work. And that curveball drops in there for a strike. And there's a ball. Carl Dixon doing the umpiring behind the plate.
And Boog, I'm not sure if it's because he sort of sets up higher than most, but one thing to be aware of with Dixon is the high strike. Not usually a big deal because most players are swinging at pitches up there, but we may see some surprise looks from hitters from time to time because that's just so unusual.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And there's one down.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Elizabeth Ramos stands in now and watches strike one. Kicks and fires. That one in the dirt, and that's ball 1. There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. Safely into second. She's got a double.
All over that one right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Paul Konerko stepping in now for the Yankees. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And there's 2 down.
Batting ninth, the right fielder, number 29.
Blondie stepping in now for the Yankees. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a player that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack her in this spot.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Runner at second, 2 down. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. throw, safe. Piazza too late with that one.
Very risky right there to try to steal third with 2 outs and a left-hander at the plate. And there's an open lane for that catcher to throw down. But she gambled. Now she's third, 90 feet closer. Perhaps a ball in the dirt that gets away from the catcher, and they pick up a run.
On the ground, Evans throws to first in time, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1 man left. We played 2 full, no score. New inning getting started. So up now for Kansas City, Gianna Lavelle. Luzardo back to work. Left field. Wilson makes the grab, 1 down. It looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Zelda Evans, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Top of the 3rd, no score. Late on that fastball.
1-1.
And another ball. And now the lefty. And that's outside. One down, base is empty. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
A great back and forth in that at bat. She had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow she found a way to keep the bat on her shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And here is Audrey Hill. And a rope into center field, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Waste no time there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise, she put a great swing on it.
So the batting order turns over. And now Coco Wexler.
She's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
One out. Runners at first and second. And that one fouled off. Two on, 1 out. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So first and second with 2 outs. Ha-Sung Kim steps in for the Royals. And delivers outside. And he hits a ground ball right side. She takes it herself to the bag, and that'll do it. Royals strand a pair, and we are still scoreless. As we go to the last of the 3rd. And now Barry Larkin. As he turns on the rubber. And with that good live arm delivers. Right through there for a strike. That misses the zone. And that is ball 1. The pitch. And a foul ball. The wind of the pitch. And now it's even up. Smoked on the ground a second. In time to Gehrig. Larkin gone on the play.
Now batting, third baseman, Rachel.
Here's the third baseman, Rachel Knight. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Pitch is in there. That's strike one.
Goodness, I think she just took the best pitch she's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
This to third. She picks it up in foul territory. And here it comes. That's a little bit low.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that. Good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
That one down the line, and that's a fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that rolls into the corner. Around second now, going for three. The relay, close play, but in there.
Well, most players would have a double out of that, but for elite speed like hers, that's an automatic double. She's thinking, how do I turn this into a triple? And that's exactly how you do it.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Kermit Ciccone. And he's already singled in this game. Pitch misses there. Ball one.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
And a curve misses outside.
Man, you got to wonder with first base open, one out. Is he going to get a pitch to hit?
That's in there. And it's 2-1.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
That one in for a strike, 2-2. Bounce to the left side. Olsen handles the chance. There for the out. Runner scores from third. So digging in, Michelle Wilson. Her first at bat was a strikeout. Foul ball. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the last half of the third. That one ripped. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on. On to inning number 4. Yankees 1 and the Royals nothing. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Bianca Olsen. The pitch. That clips the corner.
0-1's the count.
That's off the mark, and it's 1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And a pitch. Line to left. Wilson racing over to make the catch. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Lou Gehrig. He's 0 for 1. And Gehrig hit cleanup for that famed Murderer's Row lineup as the Yankees were rolling off one World Series title after another. Next offering is in for a strike.
Gehrig hit behind Babe Ruth in those Murderer's Row days. They both have tons of power, but their home runs had much different trajectories.
One down, base is empty.
While Ruth hit these high towering fly balls out of the park, Gehrig just crushes line drives into the stands. I mean, he hit absolute bullets.
Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here's the catcher, Mike Piazza. That one at the knees for a strike.
0-1.
Next one misses, and that's ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And now 2-1. Base hit center field. And that extends the inning.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Man at first. Next is the designated hitter, Willie McCovey. And there's a foul ball. The Royals down by a run here in game 1 of this 3-game set. That pitch gets the inside corner, and it's 0-2.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
2 outs. Sit down on strikes. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. Royals lead 1, still behind by a count of 1-0. Back in the Bronx, bottom of the 4th, and now the first baseman, Hannah Joseph. And a pitch. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. Here's the power hitting catcher, Pudge Rodriguez. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Foul ball there. Runner at first with no outs here. The pitch. Back to right. Lavelle hauls it in for the out. 1 away.
Now batting, the second baseman,
Now it's the second baseman, Elizabeth Ramos. Doubled her first time up. Runner on the move. Yeah, foul ball. Joseph leads off first with one away. Step off throw to first. Oh, they got her leaning. She's out.
And there's a lefty on the mound. You've got to make sure you've got more of a one-way lead, even leaning back to the bag when he picks up his leg, unless you're thinking you're going first move. Not sure what she was doing right there over at first.
Next offering is in for a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
That one outside. And the count is 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swing and a pop-up. Garrett pulls that one down, and that's the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We're headed to the fifth. Yankees 1 and the Royals nothing. Ready now for the fifth inning. Now it's the right fielder, Gianna Lovell. The wind of the pitch. Lovell, only 20 years old, and she was the second-round pick in 2024.
Well, these Royals, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
The wind of the pitch. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Ciccone balls it in, and there's one away. Zelda Evans steps in for the Royals. She reached out a walk her first time. That one finds the corner. It's 0-1.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Next offering is downstairs. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Up and in, and the count 2-1. A little bit late.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now she's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to try to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball. That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at-bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
And next up for the Royals, Audrey Hill. First pitch misses. And he deals. She swings and fouls one off. Two down, nobody on. Looked like it was a little bit up. That misses. 3-1.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Smoked into left, base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked herself into a good count. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get her into motion.
Two outs. Chris with that distraction and a speedy runner at first. She's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Snap throw to first, and she's back safely. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Left-hand hitter waits, and that one is inside. Ha-Sung Kim on deck for the Royals. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boo. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
Ha-Sung Kim steps in for the Royals. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Fought off foul.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
And a pitch. Ground ball right side. She takes it herself to the bag, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, Paul Konerko.
Paul Konerko.
Here comes a pitch. That one catches the zone, and it's 0-1. And a curve is down and in. Kicks and fires. And now 2 balls and a strike. And that catches the low inside corner. Good fastball. And now the lefty swings and misses. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in. He gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
Lined, and that's a base hit. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away.
Well, clearly she was ready to hit right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch she could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Barry Larkin. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. Throw into third. She's in there.
Up next, the third baseman,
Rachel Knight will hit next. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now snap throw to first. Larkin gets back easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Blondie, the runner at third. Larkin at first. One gone. Pitch misses. And the count is even 2-2.
No, this is a hitter that can be frustrating for pitchers because she fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Two on, one out. Ground ball could be 2. There's one to first, not in time, and a run scores.
I promise you there are players that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and she gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Kermit Ciccone stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. This one smacked out to left center. Pulls it in on the run. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 5 innings complete. It's the Yankees 2 and the Royals nothing. All set for the start of the inning. And to the plate for Kansas City, Bianca Olsen. She is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like she could thrive in one of those sports too. Pounding ball here, rolls foul.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Up the middle, Ramos. Yet she beats the throw. She saved.
Got herself in great position and couldn't have played that one any better, but just stood no chance with that great speed running down the line.
Lou Gehrig steps in for the Royals. Wouldn't chase that time.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important at getting back into this ball game.
Step off, throw to first. And she's back in on a dive. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Not even close there. 2 balls, no strikes. And another ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Mike Piazza next up for Kansas City. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And that one clips the corner. Fouled off. He was late.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
3-2. Payoff pitch. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab, and there's one down.
Now batting, the catcher,
Mike Piazza steps in for the Royals.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Step off throw to first. She's back in there. Fastball for a strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
0-1. The Royals down by a pair here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Runner takes off. Pitch misses inside. Safe at second, and she easily steals the bag.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put them in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Wouldn't chase that time. Runner at second here, one gone. And another ball.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not she can score on that base hit.
Got him swinging. So 2 down now, and here is Willie McCovey.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And that one hammered. Blondie ranging back. Pulls it in on the warning track. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Yankees 2 and the Royals nothing. Bottom of the inning. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Michelle Wilson. She's not going to get cheated up there.
No, she's not. She's looking to do damage with every swing she takes.
That one finds the zone. 0-1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Amy Meredith, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Hanson also getting ready. And that's in the dirt.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Hannah Joseph stepping in now for the Yankees. And that skips in the dirt. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, you know, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit.
And the pitch. Missed inside with the curve.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2 when I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me and said, you're trying to put me out of business, aren't you? And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
1 down, base is empty. Just missed. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
High fly ball out towards left field. That's back. Say goodbye to that one. Her 9th homer of the year, it's 3-0.
The count was full, but she was ready to swing it. She wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Framber Valdez won't go any further, and he had a tough time keeping them in the ball game today. We'll get a new arm when we come back. So 1 out, nobody on. Pudge Rodriguez digs in now. There's a strike. Yankees up by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Check swing, went around. 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Elizabeth Ramos stepping in now for the Yankees. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. First pitch just misses. And that's in for a strike.
1-1.
Two down, nobody on. That one at triple digits.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Wouldn't chase that time.
Oh, she never moved because she never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
2 outs. Swing and a miss, struck her out. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back for more from the Bronx. We go to the top of the 7th. So up now for Kansas City, Gianna Lovell. Luzardo back to work. Not close with that one. 1-0.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
In there at the knees.
Big at bat right here. She did the team thing, took until she got a strike. Now she's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Ripped on a line to center. Makes the catch. And there's 1 down.
She smoked that fastball. She's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up she'll find a hole.
And next up for the Royals, Zelda Evans. She's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. The Yanks leading by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings through that one for strike 2.
She normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Ball 1 there.
It's a good take.
And that's in the dirt. And another ball.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Left-hand batter waits. And that's ball 4.
First base.
Second walk of the game for her, and she's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that she's sticking to. She's just not going outside of what she's looking for up there.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Audrey Hill. Now snap throw to first. Evans back easily.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first.
There goes the runner. It's a pitch out. Hedge with a rocket of a throw. Caught stealing.
They were right on top of it. They guessed right on the first pitch out. Tells me they had some good data or scouting report. It was just a feeling, but either way, perfect execution, great throw and tag, and they erased that runner at first.
Two down, nobody on. Swinging a drive, deep right field. That one carrying. It's a bomb. Her 9th homer of the year, and they cut into the deficit. It's 3-1.
So many times a sinker inside is a foul ball off the ankle for the batter. But that time she did a really nice job of staying inside the pitch and getting through.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jesus Luzardo out of the game, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Now it's Jordan Romano out of the bullpen.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Coco Wexler steps in for the Royals. That misses the zone. Ball one. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Ella Knox getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Black warming up as well. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two outs. Fights it off. She'll see another. Popped up. Under it. She's there. She's got it. And that is that. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now a 3-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back at Yankee Stadium, set for the last half of the 7th. And the batter now, Paul Konerko. The line to kick the pitch. And a good eye there.
Counts 1-0.
Righty delivers. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. In the air to left down the line. Got it. Really had to move for that grab. And there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Blondie batting with one down, takes a strike.
Well, an at bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but if few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Swung on, belted. Lavelle going back. Out of here. A home run off the foul pole. So she just clears the run, and they add a run. It's 4-1.
She really needed that swing. She hasn't been getting a ton of results at the plate lately, so I'm sure that one felt especially good. She really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Larkin in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1's the count.
Here's your 1. Out to center. Makes her way towards it. Brings it in with a nice run and grab. 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for New York, Rachel Knight. And that one missing low. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. 1 run across in the frame so far. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And
That's
another ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And now 2-2.
Boom. That's cheddar, baby.
2 strikes.
And the righty deals. Then she grounds one back up the middle. Fires to first on the run. An acrobatic play to end the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in New York, ready to begin the 8th. So up now for Kansas City, Ha-Sung Kim. The Royals in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And a pitch. That one way outside, and it's 1-0.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at-bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Looking, that's a strikeout.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside, and as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
So up next, Bianca Olsen, 1 for 3. And a foul ball. Romano goes 6 feet 5 inches, 32 years old, and he was born in Canada. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Ball.
One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Right-hander kick, steals. Fly ball down the line. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Royals, the first baseman,
Lou Gehrig steps in for the Royals. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And that one fouled off.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
2 down, nobody on. Outside low. Now 1-2. Two outs. That one inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the right-hander deals. Up and in, and the count is filled up. Mike Piazza on deck for the Royals. Righty to the plate. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
On the ground to the left, and it's through for a hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
So now here's the DH, Willie McCovey. And that one a little below the knees. Ball 1. Garrett on second. Piazza at first. 2 out of the inning. Line drive, base hit. Here comes Garrett. The relay to the plate. He'll score, and it's 4-2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring it back.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And now the right fielder, Gianna Lavelle. In for a strike. 0-1. Ground ball to the right side. She handles it herself. They limit the damage here. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 4-2. You're dialed into the show. Back in New York. And the batter now, Kermit Ciccone.
The center fielder.
Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. The pitch. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Got him swinging. Gassed it right by him.
Now, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
She's got it, and there's two away.
The first baseman, number 12.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Hannah Joseph. She's already homered in this game. In there at the knees. And that's strike one.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
The pitch. And there's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. The pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 0-2 now. Tapped out in front of the plate. Over to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Yanks held in check, but they still lead this one 4-2. Back in the Bronx. Now Zelda Evans. Pretty amazing athlete. This player is power and speed. Quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? She deals.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
Stays alive. The 2-2. Got her swinging. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
She's 2 outs away. And now the center fielder, Audrey Hill. That one missed. One down, base is empty. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Good eye in that spot. The wind of the pitch.
That's ball 3.
And a foul ball. The Royals trailing by 2 here at the top of the 9th. Swung on, popped up left side. 2 down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
So it's their last chance in this one. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Royals, Coco Wexler. Not your prototypical leadoff hitter. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. Off the mark there, and that's ball 1. The Yankees up by 2 here in game 1 of this 3-game set. That one finds the corner. Strike 1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And a pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. This could end it. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, someone from the bullpen had to come in, get a big out, and then had a little time to think about it before she went back out to get the final 3 outs of this ball game. Nonetheless, outstanding job to get the save and secure the win for her team.
And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 4 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 4 runners on base. For Kansas City, 2 runs, 7 hits. No errors. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 50 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show brings you game one of a big four-game set. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Baltimore Orioles. John Shambi and Chris Singleton on the call. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars in the sport, Angela Davis. Always exciting to see her in action, and it seems like she consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boogie, it's offensively at the plate, defensively when she's on the bases. She's just a heads-up player, but she's got so much talent, and she makes the most of that. I believe it starts with her preparation because you never see her give away an at-bat. Yeah, and her whip tells you she's been pretty effective this year on the mound. I mean, opposing hitters having a hard time getting on base and then being able to really distract her and do damage in terms of getting around the base paths. So taking the mound.
All right, let's take a look at the lineup. Of course, one of the best players in the game today, Nemanja Styles.
And Boo, you and I were talking about her before the game. She's got good speed, and if you watch her in this game, she's that type of runner that's very smart. She doesn't have this just eye-popping speed, but she knows how to use it, and she's very intelligent on the base pass to get to the next base, to get around the bases, and ultimately score runs.
Rosa Parks in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Shell. She's the type of starter who doesn't allow things to snowball. Chris, I think one of the big factors, one of the main reasons for that, she doesn't give out a lot of walks.
Well, Boog, technically she's on defense, but she makes the hitters feel like they're the ones that are on defense.
Hit hard. That gets through. So they get a runner aboard with a one-out single. Yeah, indeed. And you're talking about someone it's difficult to get the crooked number against her because she doesn't walk hitters, and the extra base hits come at such a short supply. So a runner aboard. So in now for the Angels, Morgan Random. Move over to first, try to keep her close.
When you see a run or two scored on her, usually it's a bloop. It's perhaps a mistake made defensively behind her, but rarely do you see her get hit around and numbers go up on the scoreboard.
And here it comes. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Next pitch misses, and a count 1-2.
Because she's so good, if you get runners on, runners in scoring position, you've got to find a way to push that run across, because that may be the only opportunity you get while she's on the mound.
Out number 2. Here comes Aaron Judge. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact and just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. And first offering is fouled off.
There's some players, for whatever reasons, they seem to just face a slew of right-handed pitchers, and their comfort level increased so much that they'd actually prefer to face that same side thrower in a tough situation.
And that one's a little bit low. And 1-1. Yeah, most guys struggle against the same side, whether it's left on left or right on right. And this guy's an exception. Next offering is in for a strike. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. And we're just getting started here in the top of the first. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Angels leave one, and now the O's will get their first crack at it. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Baltimore. And on the hill in this one, Shane McClanahan. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, no doubt about it. He's going to have to put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down. Now, he's got good stuff. He's just got to be able to have confidence, trust it, and really go after hitters. Not nibble. Trust that his stuff can have late life and miss barrels of bats.
Veronica Ortiz, the leadoff batter, as she looks at ball one. McClanahan, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a slider. And that should be extra bases. Now she'll turn for second. Then she's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here.
Seems like she got exactly what she was looking for right there. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and then it's screaming at 108 miles per hour.
Shuhei Matsui, the next to hit for the Orioles.
She's been on fire at the dish lately, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a runner in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get her in.
And the lefty with the 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Babe Ruth, the next to hit, takes outside.
The Sultan of Swat, the King of Crash, the Colossus of Pop, Babe Ruth.
And that's outside. And it's 2-0. McClanahan, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. On the ground, right side. And he handles it himself for the out. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. And a key factor for this club in that leadoff spot, Veronica Ortiz.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a hitter like this, they circle her, make sure she doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach her. She can be a huge difference maker when she's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work her right here.
Angela Davis in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. That one misses, and the count is 1-1.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
That one is absolutely belted, and that is a foul ball. Ortiz at third with 2 away. And another ball. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And the pitch. Misses. 3-2 now. Brittany Holcomb would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. Two outs. So now 2 on and 2 outs. That's a great at bat. She saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Her ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of her career since day one.
And now it's going to be Brittany Holcomb. And that one fouled off. Corners are occupied with 2 down. And that one is inside ball 1.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get her to offer at it.
That one out to right. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Orioles strand a couple. Scoreless after one. And we're back. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Stan Musial. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Lindor in plenty of time to first. One up, one down.
That is it. The left fielder,
Luis Gonzalez now at the plate. Gonzalez measures 6 feet 2 inches, 210 pounds, and he's a former home run derby champ. Just missed.
One ball, no strike.
No score here in the second. And there's a ball. Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson. A consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone. But once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you can pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game.
The 2-1. And strike 2.
2-2.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. One down, base is empty. And another ball.
Count is full.
Clobber to right field, way back, gone. He sends it out of here. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 1-0.
So good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
One out, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Allison Tyler. Good power, not great in the OBP department. That's hard hit in the line. Ryan puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. So digging in, Larry Walker. And first offering is fouled off. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out.
That one was ticketed for the gap, but couldn't get through security. Great job there of leaping, making the catch, and ending the inning.
Bottom of the second. At the plate, Jenna Ortega. McClanahan back to work. She swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back. And it's gone. A solo shot. It's her 8th home run of the year. And this game is tied. It's 1-1. That adds adds another game to her hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, she's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. She's really dangerous with the bat in her hands right now. She came out of her shoes on that one, but managed to keep her mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
And into the box for Baltimore, Jen Sung. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Couldn't get any air under it, but she smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard she hit it.
Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. A gigantic blast. It's their second home run of the inning, and just like that, they're out front. It's 3-1. She only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, then you'll get to jog around the bases like she did right there.
Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Judge flashes the leather on the run and catch.
Now batting, third baseman.
So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. And next for the Orioles, Veronica Ortiz. Line drive. And that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in safely. It's a double and her second hit.
2 hits for her in this one. Both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. She blasts one out to right. Their third home run of the inning. And they boost their lead. It's 5-1. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact.
Now it's going to be Babe Ruth. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one's back there. And out of here. They go back to back, and they add to their lead. It's 6-1.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a 2-bagger. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll... So a young arm coming on now out of the pen, Babe Sharp.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, she almost has to just put that out of her mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Got it. Bangs against the wall, but holds on. Runner tags at second.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
That's a base hit. Run scores.
Picks herself up an RBI. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top of it.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Ortega around second, headed for third. Coming home. She will score. It's 8-1.
Wasting no time. She's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously? We're starting with this already. Denny Ryan, the next to hit for the Orioles. She's already homered here in this one. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Sung around third. She'll score. It's 9-1.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning.
We refer to third base as the hot corner, but that one was a hot one on the other side of the diamond. Nice job, quickly leaving the ground, makes the catch, and that ends the inning.
Top half of the third inning. So in now for the Angels, Nemanja Styles.
Nemanja Styles.
Shell back to work. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And in one hops the wall. And that's a leadoff double.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
And next for the Angels, Brian Roberts. In the air out to center. Ryan under it. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Rosa Parks, the next to hit, and she's already singled in this game. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. In comes the runner from third, and it's 9-2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home run.
Oh, now this is drilled to center. Way back there. On its way and gone. A massive home run. Her 9th homer of the year, and they're chipping away. It's 9-4. She absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Most times it's the pitcher looking at the scoreboard for velocity, but in this case it's the hitter. She just turned around triple digits at the dish. I don't even know how she saw that pitch. Maybe she didn't, but she got a home run out of it.
Singy, that was a laser shot, and a good thing we have StatCast to give us the details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You talk about generating a ton of power in that swing. She did it with quick hands, good lower half, and just unloaded on that ball.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Stan Musial. He's 0 for 1. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. Bounces off the wall as she makes a great grab.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Veronica Ortiz. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You know, these Orioles putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They jumped all over the starter and knocked her out of the game early. She just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time she got the hook.
That one hammered center field. Judge reaching back towards the wall. Makes the grab, one away.
As good as she's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Here's the second baseman, Shuhei Matsui. She's already homered in this game. Pitch in the dirt, and that is ball one. One out, base is empty. The next pitch misses, and the count is 2-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what she's been doing. It's made a big impact for her in recent games.
Kicks and deals. Just missed. One down, base is empty. Cutter looking for the K.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else and you can't pull the trigger.
Ruth stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 2 outs, base is empty. And that's in the dirt. Ball 2. Wouldn't chase that time. Angela Davis waits on deck. Let's see if she gives him anything to hit here. And she walked in.
You know, I think she's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but she wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Angela Davis. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls. Line drive, base hit. Throw in hopes the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as she got into an advantage count. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed.
That one ripped. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. A run comes in on the play.
Well, everyone is thinking, Ed, would the runner have scored from first if the ball stayed in the park? We'll never know, but they do get a run across with a chance to do more damage in the inning.
So 2 down. Here's a big power threat. Jenna Ortega. She has, as they like to say.
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
That's right.
Ball.
And misses inside.
1 ball, no strikes.
And it's even up. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. That one a little bit high. 2-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. She's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Full count.
In the dirt, but no advance from the runners. Two on, 2 outs. This one chopped to first. Usual. Takes it himself. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. 3 innings complete. It's the Orioles 10 and the Angels 4. Back now at Oriole Park, John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Luis Gonzalez. The right-hander back to work.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
And that one hammered. That's back there. Forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they cut into the lead. It's 10-5.
He got on plane with that high fastball, and look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
And next for L.A., Allison Tyler. She's over 1. Just missed. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Top half of inning number 4. And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. Battling here as she fouls it away. At the belt and fires. Right side, hard hit. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the home run. Now it's the right fielder, Larry Walker. 0 for 1 so far. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. Got him looking for the K. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Now at the plate, Nemanja Styles. And first offering is fouled off. Right through there for a strike. Two down, nobody on. That's off the mark. Going to count 1 and 2.
Clearly she hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Next pitch is outside. And that's outside. Brian Roberts up next for the Angels. 2 outs. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Lifted in the air down the left side, and it falls. So now back to the top of the order.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. Really not a pitch you want to swing at if you don't have to, because it's almost impossible to hit anything that far inside with any type of authority. That one tied her up, but still able to guide it into the outfield somehow.
Roberts in the box again, takes a strike. The 0-1. This one lifted in the air, left field, and that's the 3rd out. Angels get one with a solo homer. It's down to 5 at 10-5 now. Back after this on the show. Bottom 4, leading off, Jen Sung. This is a true 5-tool player. Not very many of them out there, but when she's on the field, you can't take your eyes off her. The pitch.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch her play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that she does, just a joy to watch.
Swinging a drive, deep right field. Walker going back on this one. And that one is off the wall.
There she is coming through with a knock right there. I like the fact that she can pick them up and put them down a little bit. First basemen aren't known for the speed, but you see her get that extra base hit there. Now she's in scoring position.
So a runner aboard. Here's the center fielder, Denny Ryan. And there's a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. No outs, runner on second. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Tyler right there to make the grab. And there's one away.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor to the plate now. Fans love him, but he's pretty popular with the players, too.
He certainly is, Boog. A player survey on MLB.com listed him as one of the friendliest infielders to chat with during a game. I'm sure he appreciates the recognition from his peers.
And the slider just misses.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Runner at second. Breaking ball inside. And it's 2-2. Line drive, base hit. Around third. The throw in. Safe.
Well done. Drives in the run. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Kelly Reed takes over on the mound.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your team is trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but she's got to find a way because these batters count the same for her stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Back to the top of the lineup. So next to hit for Baltimore, Veronica Ortiz. Reed checks over to first, and he's back. And that skips in the dirt. Next pitch is outside. Lindor the move. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Great jump.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Man at second. Late on that fastball.
She got away with one there, but she knows she can't go into that spot very often against a batter like this.
Gets a piece and stays alive. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Judge makes the grab for the second out.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Shuhei Matsui.
So man aboard. Now the number 2 hitter, Shuhei Matsui. 1 for 3. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground to third. Throw is high and over his head.
That one really hurts. You're already down in the game, and that error puts you even further behind. Just can't let it compound from here, though. You got to flush it, get ready for the next one, make a play, get back in the dugout.
Babe Ruth, the next to hit for the Orioles. He's already homered in this game. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
And another ball.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
2-0. Called strike right there.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
That misses, and the count is 3-1. Angela Davis waiting on deck for the Orioles. Runner on second, 2 down. Rush to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. He'll touch them all. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 14-5. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So 2 away with nobody on. Angela Davis, the next to hit for the Orioles. That's in there. And that is strike 1. Kicks and fires. Foul ball. Wind in the pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So it's 4 runs for him on 3 hits, including the home run. An error, no one left. We played 4. The Orioles on top, 14-5. Back here in Baltimore, and here is Rosa Parks. It's interesting, she plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but she does. They say she wins.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
The 0-1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it's into the gap. Around first, heading for 2. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for her today.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for her. She looks locked in. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones when you got to make her pay.
So up next, Morgan Random. She's a player who does it all. And that's in the dirt. Just missed. She gloves it from her knees, the throw, and they get the out.
She looks so comfortable making that play, dives, comes up with it, and then from one knee, like she's just playing catch with her kid. Nice throw across the diamond at first.
Here is Aaron Judge. Judge rips that one. Sizing this one up. She's got it. Runner tagging from 3rd. She's in on the sac fly. It's 14-6.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from 3rd.
So 2 down now, and here is Stan Musial. That one is upstairs. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across, and we're at the top of the 5th. Righty delivers. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from her much, but she's got a really good feel when she throws it.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Battling here as he fouls it away. And the righty deals.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
You got a full count.
In the air, left field. Sizes this one up. Pulls it down, and she makes the catch. And that'll do it. So they get 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. The O's lead this thing 14-6. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And into the box for Baltimore, Brittany Holcomb. Here comes a pitch. Right through there for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Joe Ryan up and loosening in the pen. Right-handed reliever. Now this is in the air down the line. Walker should have this one. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Jenna.
And here's the catcher, Jenna Ortega. She has turned into one of the best catchers in the National League. Pitch misses there. 1-0. Ortega in her third season, only 20 years old. And she took home the Silver Slugger last year in the American League. Popped up right side. Musial makes the catch. And there are two down.
The first baseman, number 6, Jen Sung.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Orioles, Jen Sung. 3 for 3. She's doubled twice and singled. Hard hit left side. Throw over to Musial. What a play. Inning over. So in now for the Angels, Luis Gonzalez. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Shell back to work.
No,
Just missed.
That's the ball. 1-0.
They say you win.
1-1.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Ripped on the ground to second. On to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now batting, catcher, Allison.
Here's the speedy
Tyler.
catcher, Allison Tyler. She might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, she's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, she's a middle of the order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers, and their #1 job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This player is able to add runs by producing them.
Ball to strike. Swung on, belted. Davis ranging back. And that one is out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 14-7. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That's exactly the pitch she was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
On the mound now, Vida Blue.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Vida Blue.
Larry Walker will hit next. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He was all over that one. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
One gone, runner at first. Now it's the shortstop. Nemanja on the ground. A second, might be two. Off balance feed, there's one. Over to first, but she beats it.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set her feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but she got it off, and she got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Now it's the DH for the Angels. Ryan Roberts. A switch hitter batting right. Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
Ball.
Little trouble with this one behind the plate. To second, but way too late. Safe there. And now a runner into scoring position. The pitch.
Nope. Ball.
Line drive, base hit. Styles coming home. She'll score easily, and now it's 14-8.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Runner at first with two away. And next for the Angels, Rosa Parks. And a foul ball. Missed with a changeup, and now it's even 1-1. Roberts off of first with two away. High in the air, out to right. Holcomb moving under this one. Hauls it in to end the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and 1 left. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. Baltimore out front, 14-8. Back now at Oriole Park, and now the center fielder, Denny Ryan.
Denny Ryan.
The line to kick the pitch. Clips the corner. 0-1. And the pitch.
That's inside. Ball.
Got her looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
Lindor stands in now and watches strike 1.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
15-14 the final. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Mm-hmm.